hope you're doing well. I felt very inspired tonight to continue the ASTROHUNKS series by doing the birth chart of Jamiedornan. He is the second most voted male celebrity that you have asked me to interpret. So here we go. I aim to please, guys. So you know Jamiedornan from the series The Fall, and also from, of course, 50 Shades of Grey. He plays these really rough and intense characters, but actually, if you take a good look at him, he comes across as quite Venusian, quite feminine. I don't know, there is something about him that is just purely beautiful and very emotional as well. Well, it's because Jamiedornan, unlike Henry Cavill, even though they are both a Taurus Sun, Jamiedornan has a lot of feminine energy in his chart that I think makes him a true feminist at heart. He's also quite intelligent. So what makes me think that Jamie has this really strong Venusian energy in his chart? Well, the fact that he has 3 planets in Libra and also 2 planets in Taurus. He has his Sun conjunct Mercury in Taurus. His Mercury is actually opposing his Uranus, which leads me to think that he's getting these bold brushes of awareness and insight out of the blue. He's also quite book smart as well. I think that this guy loves to read and educate himself and his growing family. Now, coming back to the Libra placements, that's why he keeps getting cast in very strong, rough, psychologically intense roles that deal with murder or sexual domination, because our man has a fantastic conjunction of 3 of the most malefic planets in one of the most beautiful signs in the zodiac. So let's talk about his Pluto in Libra, conjunct his Saturn in Libra, conjunct his Mars in Libra. Now, this is a really fascinating energy because Libra is all about equal give and take. Libra is not at all about Martian aggression, Plutonian domination, or Saturnian stoicism. However, our man, our Mr. Grey, has all of these energies in his chart. This is why he keeps appearing photographed with handcuffs or ropes, or being tied in weird positions, or having to play parts where he is like a beautiful but dark Adonis. Because it's all about the dark and shadow self of Libra. This guy is really purging the dark divine feminine through his roles. He is actually doing a great service for feminine energy without us even realizing. But he's very different in his movies than how he is at home, or at least that's what I can see from his chart. So the third marker that I find is super interesting is the fact that he has a moon in the traditional, loyal, and passionate sign of Leo, and he has a south node in Capricorn. Again, another traditional kind of come to papa energy, right? Capricorn is the old-fashioned male, the 1950s traditional provider. But interestingly enough, because the south node is there, he needs to let go of that. He needs to let go of the traditionalism in his life, of limits, of boundaries, of keeping himself remote and solitary and only focused on money. This is because his north node is in Cancer. His life goal is to start a family, to settle down, to have babies, and not only that, but to be in contact with a lot of women and to get deep into his feelings. Another interesting marker in his chart is the fact that he has Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion and good luck, in sexy Scorpio. Not only that, but it is conjunct the asteroid Lilith. Lilith represents the wild feminine archetype, the first wife of Adam that could not be tamed. So when you've got Jupiter, the god of luck, conjunct Lilith, the wild feminine, you are almost like an arbiter for women's rights, for independent liberation. Paradoxically, he played the part of Mr. Grey, who is this guy who tends to dominate women and has these deep inner wounds, but they are still played in relationship with other women, and he still finds redemption through Anastasia Steele, another very vulnerable, beautiful, and attractive woman. So we see how these energies play out. His Jupiter is supporting his North Node in this lifetime, and it's all about him helping women empower themselves. And speaking about feminine empowerment, he's got another incredibly sweet, self-sacrificing, unconditionally loving and spiritual marker. He's got a Venus in Pisces. This guy is so adorable in the way in which he relates. He's all heart. He's a lot about, accepting other people and trusting them and creating with them and collaborating with them. He can also be quite traditional because Pisces is this energy about trying to manifest and ground divine energy into habitual forms of being. Our guy likes his privacy. He likes his bed pleasures. He likes to be at home with his family the most. And not only that, but his Venus in Pisces is squared by his Neptune in Sagittarius, which gives him an extra Neptunian sheen. This guy can really idealize women, mostly because he's so in touch with the anima within himself. So for the fantasy portion of this interpretation, if you want to imagine a hot night with Jamiedornan, what you would tend to think of is the fact that this guy with a Venus in Pisces and a Mars in Libra can be quite passionate, but in a very elegant, in a very sweet way, quite poetic, quite creative. He takes his time. He's a lot about kissing, and he's a lot about beauty. He really enjoys admiring beauty. This guy could also have a very fine sense of smell, so he might really enjoy perfume, and he definitely loves amazing fabrics like velvet or silk or really fine cotton. Okay, so he's all about the senses as a Taurus Sun. He's a lot about the spiritual connection and the life long-term partnership because of his Venus in Pisces, and he's a lot about empowering the feminine with which he's having a relationship. No wonder he has such a great relationship with his wife Amelia Warner, who is, by the way, gorgeous, and with his 3 daughters that apparently on a post on Instagram we saw how he loves to entertain. This guy is so comfortable with his masculinity and so in touch with his divine feminine energy that he doesn't mind allowing his 3 daughters to dress him up like a really strange puppet. So yeah, looking at somebody's birth chart gives you a completely different perspective than the one that they project on the silver screen. Remember that looking at movies is all about the realm of Neptune. Nothing is as it seems. I really hope that this series helps you guys in figuring out how to interpret birth charts. I really hope it entertains you and makes you dream and fantasize. I will be coming at you with another astro analysis in a couple of days' time, and I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah.